Hey y'all, how's it going?
Oh
That's all synced
no!
up and good. Sound good. Okay. How are y'all doing? It's Friday, and I don't know what that's. You know what? I accidentally hit the wrong hotkey there for a second. Audio looks good. Fantastic. How are y'all doing? It's Friday, and we're here to do some viewer levels. But first, I gotta tell you, over the last week, I have made this stage, this new stage that I've been working on, into an actual goddamn stage. It's halfway done even, and I'd like to show you, what's about and sort of go over my thought process and the whole thing. Also, I got some other things to talk about up top. First off, did you hear about official Twitch shoutouts? You can now do a shoutout like this. Look at this. Look at this. It'll appear in the chat. I'm gonna do x/shout out, and we'll do Team Kayla. Kayla has raided us with a huge raid recently. I think it's only right that we /shout out. There you go. Shout out has given to Team Kayla. And I'm not sure how that works, where it appears, but I hear that it's like it's similar to the whole it's similar to other things that have been done on Twitch, where like you can pay to get like a message pinned or something. It's like that, I think. Let me know how that looked. If y'all saw it, if it's still there, if it's like up top or something, that'd be really cool. Anyway, there's other news such as new emotes coming next week. There is at least one new emote, and I'm looking to put together a second one as well for the anniversary stream next week. Now you know I have a slate of emotes right now. Two of them will be retiring, or maybe moving down to like the tier 2, 3 bit emote sections, which are gonna be less people available to less people, but hey, is what it is. Gotta make room somewhere, and I'm thinking probably it's time for Diddy Kong to get going. I think that's the pick. I'm also thinking about if I could do another animated emote, maybe replacing Toad. I feel like Toad is a little underappreciated. That's not quite it. Toad, the shaking angry Toad, never got as much use as I thought it would, I would say. So that'll be coming up next week. And Bingo is redeeming the Super World already. Wow. We'll do that as soon as you're up, Bingo. Fantastic. And the last thing to say as far as announcement goes, Streamiversary, upcoming Wednesday. That's marks a year of streaming that I have done. And let me show you the plans for that. I'm starting at 6 p.m. Central Time on November 2nd. Gonna start with Viewer Worlds. And that's a Wednesday, by the way. Viewer Worlds, which are like viewer levels, but I'm gonna play as many levels as I can from y'all within a 15-minute span. And then after the 15 minutes are up, you'll get, we'll either finish the level we're on if we don't, or if we die, it'll be over. And that's how we'll do it for Wednesday. Also, we'll do Sonic Adventure 2 Battle with a 5-life limit thing, similar to the lightning round, where I'll switch back and forth between light and dark every time I lose 5 lives. Should be fun. Also, there'll be a sub-goal for Mario Party, which is coming out on N64 Online that day. Quite good timing. And Sonic 2, the movie, watch party. And they'll be simultaneous, and we'll have a good time. That all sounds like a plan. That's all sounds like a plan. It'll be something like 10 or 15 sub-goals. Not that many. Should be doable. Alright, let's see. Right. That about covers the imminent events in the near future. Let me show you this level, which, by the way, it now has a new name and a new description. Let me go into the course bot and show you. Previously, I was throwing around the name Marvel Top Meteor, and that was a goofy name and not quite where I want it to be. And I have now come up with Meteor Meltdown. Meteor Meltdown is the name of the level. And you can see there the description. It says, runaway magic has boiled, burst, and strewn out this infernal meteor base. So basically that justifies why it's a desert, because some dark magic has occurred, and some sort of, magical meltdown, basically, has occurred to turn this meteor into a wasteland that is just strewn with, like, debris of occult structures, basically. Let me play through what I got, which is, again, the first half, and we'll discuss, like, everything went in. First off, realize that to make these guys more interesting, I had to use thin bricks, not big, thick blobs of them. I had to use thick ones. That way, you know, they're threatening when they're doing it from above, and they're threatening when they're doing it from below. Also, you see here we got some blue platform stuff that we were playing with, as well as some hook stuff. So if you use up your blue platforms, you can use the hooks. Then you got this bit. You got a Yoshi up here. The only way to go is either through here or here. Now, one thing that's neat about this area is it's sort of timed out so that you can tell that one of these paths is a little shorter. And this is the one you can go up first. So the quick way is the more dangerous way. Meanwhile, if you want to wait for this one on the left, it's going to be slower. I think that's a pretty good way of rewarding a little bit of risk for a higher reward. 10 coin that requires fluttering. Some enemies that you can lick up. And check this out. Pretty cool 50 coin, I do think. Isn't that pretty cool? Requires a little bit of risk, but you can do it. I think that's super cool, super fun, and requires a little bit of faith. You know, it's just tight. It's a little tight. Though if you do use Yoshi and kill the Pokey, it's not so tight, you know, because it's just a jump at that point. But I think that's cool. You can see that I decided with the theming on the top to make it like a layer of... Make that a little different. A layer of the grays and a layer of the browns. Thought that looked really nice for these structures. And also means that you can't necessarily just get up top without some work, without, you know, doing some stuff. Which I think is good because I'd rather it not be cheesed if however possible. That is my preference. In fact, maybe we should put, like... Honestly, I could put, like, brown stuff. Brown... You know, I could put a layer of dirt. A layer of, like, solid ground over the tops of all the areas. And make it literally impossible to go up there. I don't know if that's needed, though. I think it's... I kind of like the idea of these blocks just floating in mid-space, you know? I don't necessarily need to cap them off, but we'll think about it and see if that makes sense. Certainly for the part right before the checkpoint, it makes sense. Anyway. And like I said, like I've shown before, these areas are designed to be like... One thing I believe, one thing I think, is that it's best designed for both quick players and slow players. So like there's like speed routes you can do, right, to speed things up. You see there when you get under that Magic Koopa, it'll desert the claw, so you can use that as a shortcut. Let me show you some stuff you can do if you're playing it fast. Going for world records or whatever. Now, when you actually do go for a world record, it might actually be faster to... It might be faster to, like, you know... Oh, I fucked that up. It might actually be faster when you're going for world record to get a mushroom and then damage boost through this part. But what you can do if you don't want to do that is you can do the following. First off, you gotta go right immediately so you get on that second platform, and then you can go up the far side under those guys. Pretty sick. Pretty sick, right? Like, there's some fun routing to be done. And I think running under these three guys is just super, super fun. That's why I put this guy right here, because I wanted to sort of encourage the high road. while also showing you that the low road was there. You know, once you see this guy, you know you can go down there, but isn't it more fun to just run under those guys? That said, you could just go under and jump over. It's also kind of fun. This is, after all, pretty late in the Super World, so I think having this amount of enemies is a good amount. It's gonna be harrowing. It's gonna be tense. It's gonna be fun. Looking forward to putting the rest of it together. It's coming out really well. What do y'all think? Does it look good? Do you like it? Are you excited? Looks nice? That's fantastic. I wonder. This kind of looks nice here with the brown up top. Maybe I should top off all these and make it so that, like, oh, they're all, like, attached to the underside of meteors or something. They're all attached to, like, chunk of meteors, these structures here. And also, that would prevent you from getting over, which is very possible once you have Yoshi. I mean, let me just like, show for sake of example. I also wanted to make this very high so you couldn't just jump directly up to it. You have to go around. Okay, not like that. One more time. Also, a thing with this level is that a lot of the enemies, they're fun to deal with Yoshi. You know, like, it's fun to... There we go, we can get up like this. Is this cool or not cool? I don't know. We can lick them up with Yoshi if we're good. And, you know, you have to be at the right height for the Pokies. You have to be at the right height for the jumping wigglers. And these guys are always darting around, the Koopas, the Magic Koopas. So I think that's a good mix of enemies that is very befitting of the Koopa, of Yoshi. Now, I will say I'm not quite sure where I'm going in the second half. I did say I was considering doing some, introducing some skewers, but I'm not quite sure if that's good enough, or if that's sufficient, or if I need to do other things as well. Definitely pondering my options and thinking a lot about that sort of thing. Other things could also get in there, like I could see bullet bills. I could see bullet bills. I haven't used those in a while. I haven't used cannons in a while. Magic Koopa, Mecha Koopas haven't been used that often in the Super World. I could see them playing a factor. There's a lot of potential and a lot of things I could take it in. I still need to figure out what I'm doing in the second half. So, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say that this is like... I don't think by next week's anniversary stream this will be done. But it's mostly a level now, which, you know, it wasn't last week. Anyway, you know what we should do right now? It is time to play some viewer levels. That's right, that's what time it is. Let's get into the viewer levels proper. I'm going to hit next, and we're going to see whose level is up first. It is Lord Bowser. Fantastic. And I think most of y'all are returning folks. You know, you've been here before. But let me say, for those who aren't from or who haven't frequented the stream before, let me tell you how it works. Frequented the stream, haven't seen the channel before, haven't seen the viewer levels before, let me explain how it works. And how it works is that if you're here when your level comes up, I give it the full time of day. 15 minutes plus 5 last tries if that's not enough. 5 last tries if that's not enough. If you're not here, I still play the level, but I do so in very nearly but not quite sudden death, or I only have 2 tries to beat the level, refreshing at checkpoints. So keep that in mind. That's how we do things. It's a fun compromise between prioritizing the people who are here and playing a few more levels. Bowser says yay. I agree, Lord Bowser. Now, I am somewhat partial to giving an exception maybe for like the first person in, because technically I should maybe be starting the viewer levels as soon as I start the stream, but you know, I like to show off my Super World. I like to to ramble a bit before we get into the stuff. And, you know how it is. Bowser, being all nice and good, not making me have to do an exception for first time. I appreciate that. That image for the Super World is nice. I don't think I noticed that before. It has like pools of thing. Also, that's another forest world, and this is a forest world. You got multiple forest worlds in your Super World, Lord Bowser. Let's go ahead and get in there, and I'll set a 15-minute timer. There we go. We got wigglers. Oh, hang on, I got a call from Spam Risk. Hello, Spam Risk, how are you? I'm not gonna answer it. It's Spam Risk. If your name is Spam Risk, just don't call me. I'm not interested. How do I get up there? Go like this. There we go. I like how they now label Spam Risk as just like, hey, it's fucking spam. But at the same time, it's like, why don't you just like automatically block Spam Risk? Why not? There should be an option on iPhone for like automatically block Spam Risk. Don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. It's never gonna be someone I care about if it's marked Spam Risk. You know what? I'll say. There should be an option to turn that back on in case you're like, you know, interviewing and shit, and you got to take calls from, you know, businesses using like shady phone numbers or whatever. But it should not be on by default. If there is such an option, let me know. That would make total sense. I like this escalation, by the way, with the, you know, as you go in further, you get like faster and faster wigglers, right up to the fastest, the winged wiggler. Very nice.
Oh yeah.
That there is a level. It was very nice and traditional. I liked your use of wigglers. Parkour crown, says Bingo. Thank you. Go ahead and get that timer down. Oh, I mean, yeah, it's on a different sound source. You can't hear it. Good. Let's go ahead and bounce out of here and go on to the next level. And that was a maker code, so I don't need to hit complete. Never gonna give you up. By the way, never gonna give you up. Thanks for the follow. Thought you were following before. I've seen you many a time. I've seen you before many a time for these viewer level streams, so I thought you were already doing so, but you know, whatever. I thank you either way. It's very nice of you. TTD. You also thought that? Yeah. Totally. Choose 3B. You don't want me to do the Super World? Okay. You want to see Crab Royce. You want to see Crab Bros Bay. Alright, let's do it. Crab Bros Bay. Sort of a tongue twister there. Just to get some feedback, you got it. I've heard an effect like this before. I thought you were the Rick guy. The effect, this wind effect is intense. Wind effect, I suppose. I like your sails. They're very nice. They're red sails, your yellow sails. That's some good theming. Is this supposed to be water? These boats are being beset by water, looks like. I like your cannons. That's nice. Oh, checkpoint. Gotta grab that. Huh. Like how you use that thing. Your PFP. Avatar, you mean. Alright, we got like a sailboat boss sequence. I like how you use multiple different types of blocks to make it work. Not just a single type
Oh, no.
there. Your Twitch PFP. Your Twitch avatar. Yes. We call that an avatar. Did you get Ralph rolled? Don't know what that means. Damn it. Do we need those?
Oh, no.
Do we need the red coins? We might need the red coins. Not sure how you would show that if the red coins were required or not. Red coins optional. Good, okay. It's always difficult to communicate in a level where the red coins are optional and mandatory. Personally, that's why I like to just use the fuck.
Oh, no.
I just like to use the big coins to represent like optional collectibles, you know? That's why I'm always just mixing in a ton of those. Because it's fun to have things for extra challenge that you can get, but it's not clear with red coins whether they're optional or not. Whereas big coins are obviously always optional, unless there's a clear condition. That's the one case where they're not optional. These this pattern with the guy is really. Wait a minute. Can I cheese this? No, he's still active, even though he's off screen. Whoa. Alright, he's gotten ejected. That worked a little awkwardly, but still worked well enough, I suppose.
Oh, yeah.
Nice level.
Time.
I hope you got the feedback you need in order to improve it. Weren't as many crabs as I was expecting. I thought the first part was really good, though. Thank you. Yeah. First part was nice and light and had a lot of theming. I thought the boat ride was neat, but could use... I would almost like it if the enemies were more random and more like a variety of them rather than just the dry bones and the spiny. You have to deal with a lot dealing with those two, but there's still... You have to deal with a lot dealing with those two, but, you know, if it was like... If it's predictable. It's predictable is what it is, because it's just the same pattern over and over again. Whereas if, like, enemies were boarding the ship repeatedly, it'd be a little more good. You tried putting a crab on the boat, but it went through the ship? Dang. What do you mean by a crab? What enemy it represents a crab? Not sure what enemy represents a crab, but let's go ahead and see the next one. Next one is from Droopman, who just said GG. By the way, I got these cards. And also, by the way, you don't want to put in another level, be my guest, feel free. You know how it is. You know how it works. You can continue submitting until the queue is closed. It's like a combination. Oh, were the crabs like the rocky wrenches with the spikes on their heads? That makes sense. Okay. I didn't read those as crabs, but I did remember them. So that's something. Let's talk about this shit. The other day, Elon Musk bought Twitter. Ooh. Ain't that the worrying news in the world? I heard after yesterday's stream, that he apparently, like, all the the other CEOs have left, and like the way the media like is framing it initially is like, oh yeah, the guy who chose to ban Donald Trump, he's gone, and it's like, oh shit, And then you read a little more, and it's like, oh wait, it's just all the executives. All the executives. It's probably not in retaliation for him banning Donald Trump, but oh, that's not a good headline. You know, you see that and you're just like, are you doing it? Fuck. Okay. I guess it's the Wild West now. God. You know, it's not like he's president anymore. He doesn't get to not be banned. I do think it was a very funny thing that happened originally. Do I want more worrying news? Sonic Radical Highway is in Sonic Generations. That sounds like good news to me. I like Radical Highway. That's a damn good stage. These levels are very nice. Yeah, this is Droop Band's Mechanical Tower. That's right. Let me put 15 minutes on the clock. I have a feeling, if I were to say, I feel like things are not going to change that much for Twitter. I feel like it's mostly just going to be meet the new boss, same as the old boss, except that he just paid way too much fucking money for Twitter, and he's going to be looking to, like, do some stupid shit. But Twitter was always looking to do stupid shit, so what else is new? Radical Highway is just as bad as Planet Wisp. As Planet Wisp? What do you mean? Oh. I like how here the spike balls are destroying the stuff ahead of you.
Oh no!
That's clever, and makes it so you have to really book it a little bit to get the power-ups if you want them. Did you know that not even Facebook uses his own metaverse? I like how you've turned Facebook into a person there. Facebook uses his own metaverse. Yeah, that metaverse is crap. All that metaverse shit, it's all coming to naught, you know? You just look at that shit and go like, what are you guys doing? This is nothing. This isn't anything. Oh, that's not a power-up. That's just a one-up. I think we have to, like, spin through it. I guess not. Alright, perfect. Let's fight a boss. Yeah, I saw that, I didn't put a card up for it, but I did see that, like, Facebook lost, like, I think 75% of its value, like, overnight. I don't know why exactly. Maybe everyone just simultaneously realized that the metaverse is a bad idea. Maybe, like, years of decline of Facebook's actual platform is getting to them. And, you know, now everyone even everyone in the financial sector realizes there's no future for Facebook. You know what I mean? Facebook had for a while the advantage of... Facebook's been dying for a while, but they've been able to hide it and hide the signs of it because they've been growing in user size, growing their user base, I think mostly by targeting underserved and new territories, right? Like going into China, going into India, going into, like, I guess Africa, maybe. Going into places they weren't before, and that means that the numbers continue to go up. But now it's reached the point where the numbers are just going down, and no amount of... I guess they ran out of territories to expand into, and now the numbers are just going down, and it's clear to everyone, like, oh shit, numbers aren't going to go up no more. And I think I've heard they're just doing moves that, like, make advertising and all that business even more intrusive. I saw an article basically saying, like, oh yeah, reading a Facebook feed is like scooping through cat litter, trying to find the nuggets that you're looking for in, like, a bunch of shit. And it's like, yeah, that sounds pretty apt. That sounds pretty apt. Hey, Lozo Maker, how you doing? That sounds pretty apt. Honestly, it sounds like the Facebook I knew like 20 years ago, 10, 15 years ago before I stopped giving a fuck about Facebook. So like, to see like it written up that way, just as something new, makes you go like, yeah, but also it's been that way for like 20 years. It's not a new thing. It's just that the signs of its death have been delayed due to expansion into new territories and that sort of thing. And well, now the it's all coming. It's all the checks coming due. You know. Thank you for the level, Droop, man. It was quite nice. Go ahead and hit complete. Go ahead and hit next, and it's Moyoko. Moyoko is here. Fantastic. Go ahead and punch that in. I also wondered if it like has something to do with Twitter. You know, Elon Musk acquires Twitter, and suddenly Facebook's value dives. Is that like to say that they think investors think that Twitter is going to suddenly be more of a competitor? I'm confused because I'm pretty sure that's not the case because that doesn't make sense. Elon Musk is famously not that sort of dude, not that sort of competent. I don't see it happening. All right, so we got there's 3 levels we played and 4 levels we haven't. Let's do flight challenges. That's right, let's do that one. 1%, 2% clear rate. Pretty decent. Let's go ahead and put 15 minutes on the clock. Let's go. So yeah, you know, Facebook. You see Facebook and you just go like... No, that's not it. Anyway. Facebook, Twitter, I do think they're in trouble, but also I don't know, like, if they die, what happens, if that makes sense. Like, there's no one waiting in the wings to be, like, the next... You need to slow fall before landing. Hold the button. Let me see. So I can do like this. So you're saying that if we do like we start moving while in slow fall, we'll gain up enough speed to actually get a running start again. Gotcha. Seems like I'm hitting the wall. Maybe I need to go a little later than I am. Like maybe when the head lines up. There we go. We figured it out. Not quite, but... So yeah, you know, there's no Twitter replacement that's like waiting in the wings. There's stuff like Mastodon and like co-host, but they're fledgling babies, and like one look at them and you immediately go like, oh, this isn't it. This ain't ready for prime time. I like how here you can reset without necessarily going like too many layers back. Just one will do ya. None of those are ready for prime time. They're not going to replace Twitter. So what we have is what we have, so... You know, what do we do? I guess, like, what do we do here? Are these reset doors? Reset doors do the same thing with clouds. Okay, yeah, we got reset doors. Nope. Yeah, I died. Alright. Can I get back? Maybe I can just use these I can just use these power-ups and just... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can I can't make that jump. No. I'm just dead. Alright. That's hard. Z at the end equals arrows plus normal flying ground pound to kill the munchers. Gotcha. This is a hard level. What do you do with that guy down there? That ain't it. Damn. I can see why it's 2%, though. My one comment would be, like, I would expect it to be lower with, like, challenges like this. I guess with most of them you can reset, like, with most of these you reset rather than die. I guess here's what I'm thinking of, like, for like Twitch. Twitter. I guess I could see TikTok coming up and, like, eating its lunch if that were to happen. I know that service is quite different, but you know, it's like the one service right now that I see people talking about and have anything good to say. I'm not on TikTok, so I don't know anything about it, so you know, I really can't speak to it, but that's the one I would be worried about. Like, Instagram, that's dying. Facebook, also dying. Everything other than TikTok seems like it's out there dying a slow death. One day at a time. Like, it's either gonna... And honestly, maybe that doesn't happen, right? Like, maybe what happens is just that it continues... Twitter just continues to limp along. You need to leave? Do you mind removing my level from the queue? No problem, Bleach. You do !leave to leave leave the queue. If you want me to play it anyway, I would do it in sudden death. If you were interested in that. That should do it. Did you have an extra L in there? Make sure you have the right... There you go. Right spelling. What's on the other side here? What's going on over here? Just... Huh. How do you have it so that it's only a single screen's length? See you later, Bleach. I didn't know you could do it like this with just a single screen. Oh, you know what? It's a horizontal stage. It's not a vertical stage. That's why. I guess I was thinking for a second it'd be... It was a vertical stage that was one screen width in width. Hey, look, a pachinko stage. How do I do this? Okay, we just have to continue being in our invulnerability state when we take to the skies. Gotcha. Alright. I think you can do that with auto-scrolling, putting the area down at the end of the sub-area. Oh, that makes sense too, yeah. And that would make it so that it wouldn't go up as well. Alright. Another try. Dang it. I think this area is going to be the second hardest area. I think, like, the area with the precise jumps is the hardest one. Okay, there we go. Well, we got a pretty good distance through it. We got a few jumps in. I thought with Twitter, honestly, probably doesn't go like the. It probably is just gonna stay as it is. You know, like Facebook even. You know, Facebook obviously is a whole lot less sound and a whole lot less popular, and still it hangs on to life. I think Twitter is just gonna hang on. It's gonna get gradually worse as it's done for years and years, but it's not gonna die. It's not gonna go away. It's just gonna get worse and worse, and people are gonna continue to use it. Like, you know, recently I've been thinking about how Google isn't as good as it once was, but so long as there's no replacement, it's not like Google's gonna go anywhere. You know, you know what I mean, right? I'll tell you, when you Google stuff these days, a lot of results that you get are like machine generated, and you just look at them and go like, that's not the correct answer. You know, you'll Google like, when did the Wii come out? And it'll tell you when the Wii U came out. And it's just like, you can't even answer the simplest of questions. When did one of the most popular consoles in history come out? And you give me the answer for the Wii U. You couldn't get it more wrong. You gotta turn around mid-flight there. I'm impressed, by the way, that you got through this in one go. That's a hell of a thing to do. That's a hell of a thing to do, Moyako. Just getting through each of these individually is hard for me. I guess that's true of every level like this with a bunch of really, really, really fucking hard rooms. You know, someone out there, the original creator, got through all of them in one go. Got through all of it in one go. That was close. Nearly got it. Alright. I think we get past that reverse jump. And then we're sitting pretty. This jump right here where you have to reverse mid-air. No, we didn't get enough speed. You think this is a Z jump rather than an A jump? I wonder if you do Z or A there. That's gonna be... I'll just go ahead and say I feel like I'm gonna miss that like a couple times before I actually get it right. That pipe. Getting into that pipe. I feel like our odds of completing this are a bit low, but we'll do our best, and of course I'll say, I don't explicitly say it, but during the final 5 lives, it is refreshing a checkpoint, so if we get through this section in last lives, we will refresh at that point. We'll be starting from a clean slate. I guess you need to, like, pull back before you get going there. Hey, James GB. How you doing? Thank you for the level. Thank you for the follow. Much obliged. You know, we're coming up on 375, which is not really a round number, but kind of a benchmark. You know, after that, it's not that long until 400, which is a round number. Wonder if by end of the year we get to that, get to 400. Probably. I'll bet probably. There's also gonna be a lot more streams, I think, in December. I'm taking a bunch of time off, so I imagine we'll go up to like 4 streams a week or something rather than the 3 that has been my way for a bit. Not gonna go ridiculous and do like 5 streams a week or something. I tried that in the summer, during like a week off, and you know, I think I enjoy just like a couple of streams a week. Every day, I get fatigued, you know? Here we go. Look at that, we got through. Alright, last section. And we got a minute and a half to do it. So that's fun. The way the slow fall works here is weird. Wait for Mario's head to be like under the rail, basically. Ooh. You did this? Oh, Yaku did this. I think we need to go in this door to reset. Well, run and... Dang, that was pretty close. You know what? It's not impossible. It's not impossible. You just have to do it. And look at that. We haven't started 5 tries left yet, so this last one will be the last try. Before we go last tries. We're now at 0. We got an extra try just off the timing of it. Okay. Fun fact, whenever a timer is going off, I do hear a sound, but y'all don't, so it's fine. I just have to live with it. A little bit of just ring ring, ding 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 ding, until I actually turn it off. Let's go in this door and do the thing. Another try. Alright, that's that try. Go ahead and get these tries left up. We got 5 last tries to finish this level, which means getting through this last section. Let's do it. I like juggling these things, even though it's pointless. Okay. There are 7 levels in the queue right now. Damn, that's a lot. You know, if there's 3 more, we get to see double digits, and I'll tell you, I'm not sure what the queue, the custom listing that I have down there in the lower right corner, I'm not sure what it looks like with double digits of levels. If y'all want to do that and put it to the test, get your level in now. I'm curious what it looks like. It's possible that it'll go out of bounds of the box, and I'll have to adjust it a little bit, and like make that box a little bigger. But it really just remains to be seen. I'm curious about that. Don't want to make that happen. Only one way to do it. 10 levels get submitted. All right. Dang it. Okay, that's the first try. Wait for me to die. And... there we go. We gotta die at this point because, you know, we have the checkpoints. We have the 2 coins already, so... We can't just reset or else we'd lose everything. That would be, bad. I feel like with this shit, this does not look intended to me like the way the speed works here, but you know, whatever, I guess, right? I guess that's just how it works. I bet if you showed this to people at Nintendo, they'd be like, "Oh fuck, it works like that? You can gain speed while being really slow, and that counts?" Fuck, that's probably a bug. That's probably a bug. Oh, oh, no! Not over yet. It's over. That was clean too, yeah. Can we still do it? No, not anymore. Okay, it's fucked. Ooh. That was so close too, yeah. Ooh. 3 more tries. Now you are sure that we will win? I hope. We got this part down pretty clean, a little too prematurely. This part is not hard. No, we just have to do it. And it shows that you don't need that much space to start like a run. I assume that it's the same speed for spin slow jumping versus regular flight, right? Go ahead and... Okay, here we go. Basically want to start at like the top of the Z. There's no Z here. Fuck! Let's judge that. That's the 3rd try. We're close. We're goddamn close. I am pretty sure too. Okay. Slowly, slowly, go. The indicators help a lot in these first couple. I think we can use like the top of the Z as an indicator. That last one doesn't have no indicator, so it's a little hard to judge. Damn. Alright, ready? You should release the button for a moment and then press it again. Right. Oh, fuck. That's another one. Done. Last try, folks. Let's do it good and get through it. Lozo Maker with the emotes. Again. Last try. Remember, you're using the... No! We're fucked. It's done. Thank you for the level. Seems pretty good. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get through it. Thank you. Feel free to submit that some other time. It's getting pretty late, but let's continue on with non-lightning round for a bit more. Maybe until 7:30. Let's say 7:30 Central Time is when we will we will switch over to the lightning round. Go ahead and see the next level. Oh, hey, it's Bingo's. And Bingo, we're doing the 7 life challenge. That's right. I really forgot about that. 7 life challenge for Bingo. Let's go ahead and see what head you're gonna get. These heads, they are, you know, they come in a variety of random heads. So let's go ahead and give it a couple seconds to randomize to really, like, you know, roulette away. And I'm gonna I just hit the button. You got Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. That's a hard one to get. That, you know, like I've said before, the non-Mario heads are there, are like, there's only one copy of them for every you know, 5 sets of the Mario related ones. So that's a pretty good big get. Nice. You got lucky. Bingo. Very, very lucky. MMF. 7 life challenge. During the 7 life challenge, we have 7 lives to clear the super world, to get as far as we can. And you know what? What were we on? We were on, let's see. Was it challenge mode? No, it was game 2. Game 2, Mole Fortress 2. This level kicked our ass last time. It did take us I think this did kill us a bunch last time. So we want to get a few levels in at least. 7 life challenge. Here we go.
Oh no!
Wrong. We need to wait a second here. There we go. Okay, it's not that hard. Okay, you know what it is when we do this, what's gonna happen. Okay. Oh, I also... For the 7 life challenge, there's also going to be a timer of 20 minutes. That runs out, we go to do or die, where it'll be one last try to finish, basically. Fuck. Whoa!
Oh no!
I remember that now. That happened the same exact fucking way last time. That guy just turning around. It's just the complete wrong time.
Oh no!
Not off to an auspicious start. This 7 life challenge. It's a hard ass level though. Okay. Fucking wrench. Nearly put a wrench in things, you know? There's nothing down here that's good. That's right. All bad down there. Okay. There you go. This is the final world? Gotcha. So it makes sense it'd be that hard. We got past the thing that was stopping us before. Holy shit. What? These are platforms that are like kicking you out towards the... Oh shit. Okay, we have to stop them. Then get through while they're stopped. That's a clever little bit. Clever little segment right there. Good!
Oh no!
Fuck. Oops, wrong one. There we go. Third. 3 more tries. 3 more lives. God Damn, they've gone fast this time. Okay. I'm not saying it's bad to be hard, I'm just saying. I would like to do at least one level. It's kind of ridiculous to have a 7-life challenge where we only do one level. But if that's how it is, that's how it is. Okay, good, we got through that part. Oh. You did base this world off Scrap Brain Zone and the DKC trilogy. Scrap Brain Zone from Sonic. Okay. Kill these guys. What's with the P block? Why is there a... Where's the door lead? It just gets you a 30. Kind of weird, but okay. Checkpoints. Does not refresh shit. This is not the lightning round. This is a 7-life challenge. I'm still in the hole. Okay. I thought for a second I was dropping to my doom. Ooh. Nice blue platform stuff. Okay. This is interesting. It's a, downward auto-scroller where the tension is if you go too fast, you can very easily just go off the bottom and die. You've done a good job in balancing it. Hey, Droop. How's it going? What am I looking at? Okay, good. There's no time limit here. This is just this an optional door, looks like. Okay, I already hit that, so I don't need to... Well, I didn't already hit it, I just already have the on-off in the right position. Okay. If I had fucked that up, that's the first level. We've lost 4 of our 7 lives, but this is the last world, so we're in distance. What's your level played? No, I think you're still coming up. Yeah, I guess it's been there were some long levels before you, and also you got this 7-life challenge to go. We got this 7-life challenge to go through. Game 2, Mole Fortress 3. 3 lives to get as far as we can in this. I hope this one's less... I guess I won't hope it's less hard. I'll hope that I get through it more cleanly. That's what we'll hope. Nice 30. Nice little 30 here, and it requires you to tangle with this mole. Clever design. Let's go down to the subworld, which is dark level. Oh boy. Oh. Climbing. Okay, I think this is where we need to go. Huh. These blocks are gonna let us bounce out of here, but only on occasion. Ah! Holy shit. Nearly got me. I heard a boss theme. This level has 2 routes. I heard a boss theme, but I didn't see a boss. Oh, here's the boss. Does it also have 2 bosses? I guess it must, because there's not like 2 doors entering here.
Oh no!
Dang it. This one. There we go. Two tries. Also, you know what? It's worth noting that so long as we get the POW, we should be good. But once we get the POW, throw it at the motherfucker. Ooh, fuck.
No.
We're on our last life here already, but we get through this, I think that's the end of the level. So we just gotta clinch this through, and we'll at least have gotten through 2 levels here in this 7-life challenge. Yes! Ooh. No! Okay, we need 2 keys, it turns out. We have to fight this guy again. There we go, okay, good. Ugh. Scary. I guess the high route has the top side of the flag on it. There's a reason why there's 2 POWs. Yeah. Ooh. Hey, we got through though, and we still have 1 life to go, which I imagine we might blow on this level with a 4% clear rate, like right away. Let's see if we can one-shot it. And of course, we have 10 minutes, so we have 10 minutes left. So if we were to, oh look at that! We didn't have a fucking power-up this whole time until now, so we got one. It's your hardest traditional level. Really? This is your hardest traditional level? Oh. Well, we'll see what we can do. So far, it feels nice. Has a nice flow to it. Car. Has a nice flow to it. Not so bad so far. And like I said, I got a power-up for the first time in this challenge. So, if we take a hit, we're not dead. Oh, jeez. It's auto-scrolling. Ah! That could have been it right there. Oh, you see those pro... What? Okay. There was a door, by the way, if it was behind my head or something. What? Oh, no!
Oh no!
There you go, that's the last one. Didn't react quick enough to what we needed to do there. There we go. Thank you for the levels, thank you for the challenge. We got through 2 levels. Not very many, but they were hard-ass levels, so we can feel somewhat good about that. Ground pound the saw to launch the bomb. Oh! I was thinking I had to just jump on it and like throw it. I didn't think of that in the moment. That's okay, and it's hard to react to stuff that fast, You know how it is. It is around about 7:30, so I think it is, like I said, round about time for the next thing of the night. Folks, you know what time it is. It's time for the lightning round. During the lightning round, I only have 5 tries to beat each level that comes. 5 tries to beat each level that comes. 7 for subs, and also for the first person up. Who is, let me see. Next. This was, by the way, the last level was inspired by Rayman Legends, says Bingo. That's neat to know. Next level is by Lord Bowser. Lord Bowser, go ahead and confirm. And I'll get you your extra lives. Randomize them a bit. You got Waluigi. Lucky. Waluigi is a good one. Look at that. That is like the Halloween Waluigi from Mario Kart Tour on the left. Very fitting. Very fitting. Bowser just said GG, so Bowser's good. Bowser's good for it. Good to go. All right. Go ahead and punch this in. By the way, I still got cards. Let me pull one up. Been playing Marvel Snap. Just expect me to talk about Marvel Snap for the next... Oh, jeez. At some point, I'm just going to have to get to the point where I'm playing it every day. Y'all know I'm playing it every day. I'm not going to talk about it every day, though. But man, Marvel Snap's fucking good, y'all. I recently had it explained to me how you actually should spend your gold. You should spend your gold on extra quests because they get you more of everything than that you otherwise would, and it also gives you battle pass stuff as well, battle pass progression, where it's just like buying like the upgrade juice on its own doesn't do that. So I've been using my gold on that recently, and whenever I get gold, and that's really made it so that I can get like a card or two a day, which has been quite nice. Marvel Snap, by the way, is a CCG, a card collection game, collectible card game. That's what it stands for. It's the games are like 3 minutes long, and they're really fast and like fun, and it's good. It's made by Ben Brode, who used to be the front man on Hearthstone before he left Blizzard, and now he's independent. And it's fucking good. Y'all should check it out. If anyone is playing it, let me know. I've heard on a lot of Discords, I've seen on a lot of Discords that I'm in, that a lot of people are getting into it. I keep seeing people going like, oh, I've just tried Marvel Snap. Oh, fuck, I made a mistake. As they get in and realize like, oh, geez, it's 4 hours later, and, yo, Marvel Snap, y'all. It can really it can really like take all your time. Not careful. Bingo or Bowser says it's the giant enemies level. Oh, I see. You got like a giant world going. I thought about doing a giant level myself, but I just concluded at the time that giant enemies are so pedestrian in Mario Maker that it'd be hard to, even if you just literally do a level with all giant enemies, it'd be hard for people to even take notice because they're just used as regular enemies most of the time. Instead, I am noticing it, now that you mention it. There's no small guys, just big guys. Makes sense. And also it helps that you are using the unique properties of the big guys. You are using the unique properties of the big guys so that, you know, the big Koopas are used to bust through gates. The big Goombas, obviously, you know, they burst into stuff. And those big piranha plants, they're very much in the way, as they tend to be. I like that last ending. That's really nice. Thank you for the level, Lord Bowser. Quite nice. I think you succeeded in making a giant level. The flavor does come through. And yeah, it does have the name Jumbo Jungle, which, yeah, you can totally get that from there. All right. What is this level? What is this world named, by the way? Oh wait, it literally just said it, didn't it? It was like something jungle Jumbo Jungle, wasn't it? Like how my ones are named. Oh no, it's just New Super Mario Brothers. It's not like mine. Mine, you can see mine are always like, they're named in the style of like world levels, basically, where it's like, each level has a unique name, but also it's Koopaverse 1, Koopaverse 2, you know, like in the way that Like in the way that like Donut Plains 1 and Donut Plains 2 are just named in that way. That's sort of how I've done with it. Done it. You made a giant level, but in Minecraft, basically you grew and shrunk, so you never really your own size. And the secret sage flipped the gravity. Gotcha. Go ahead and that was the maker code, so we don't need to hit complete. We just need to hit next. Very good. That's not how you spell next. Sometimes I misspell next. Never gonna give you up. You are up. Now's a good time to be up. Why don't I run through my level again? This time we'll play it like a snail's pace. We'll play it slow style. If someone could, Et's never gonna give you up. Let him know that he's up. One thing I believe in is that a level should be fun whether you're going fast or slow. So let's see what it's like playing slow as someone who doesn't know that the run button exists. Hypothetical person who is maybe bad at the game.
Oh no!
Okay, it's hard to do this without running, turns out. Okay, try to. Never gonna give you up. Let me at never gonna give you up. Never. You are up. There we go. There we go. Let's be nice and cautious about this. Go under. Land there. Jump over here. And easily just go from A to B to C. Get through there. The hypothetical person who does not run is having a pretty decent time. They can take the left way up. Not too bad. They might even go for the 10 coin. Oh, aren't they feeling daring? They're gonna tangle it up with these guys. Oh shit!
Oh no!
Do that one more time here. Never gonna give you up. If you're not here, we'll do it in sudden death. As soon as I get to the checkpoint here, we'll call. There we go. Not too bad at all. Can you stand on like the side of this, or is it like all hitbox here? Oh yeah, look at that! You can stand on the very edge of this thing. Didn't know that. Someone could do some really fucked up stuff with like, oh, having to like jump from there to there, you know, like around and like land from here to there. Do some really messed up stuff. That is not my purview. That is not how I would do it. I am not a precision level maker. Not really my interest, but if you are that sort of precision level maker thing, look at that. You can do some messed up stuff with some of these. Alright, I don't see Never Gonna Give You Up, so let's go ahead and switch it into Sudden Death. Now, of course, during Sudden Death, if you are here, Never Gonna Give You Up, I will convert you over, so long as we haven't finished, haven't run out of lives. TTD. BBG. Alright, I still got cards. Did y'all see that date yourself with a game that came out when you were 18 thing? Whoops. There's this thing that was going around on Twitter, basically saying like, hey, date yourself with a game that came out when you were 18. I saw this, and the first person that did this had as their game Kirby and the Forgotten Land, which came out this year, which I saw. I was like, God damn, I feel like dust now. Date yourself with that. That you know what I mean? Just like, oh, that's this year. Fuck. I went with game I went with was Persona 4, which is probably like one that even makes me seem older than I even am, because let's see, Blueberry Prairie. Make me seem older than I already am, because like that was a PS2 game that came out well after the PS2 was done. You know, it came out in like 2018. No, 2008. Black Gamer 404, thank you for the follow. Came out when I was 18, obviously, in 2008. Thank you for the level. There's a checkpoint. This is easy. Maybe less easy than I thought. Oh, I can totally use the vines to get back up. Oh shit, these are not gonna throw me off. Okay. Yeah, it is a nice level. I thought that these were gonna like buck me off or like, you know, boost me because they're conveyor belts, but I guess just for like the aesthetics of blue platforms. Or more blue platforms. Nice! Alright. Good shit, everyone. Thank you for the level. Never gonna give you up. Go ahead and go to the next. What game would y'all pick if you had to name one from when you were 18? If you saw that thing going around on Twitter, what game did you go for? Persona 4 was also very important to me, just as far as like one of the first things I watched of Giant Bomb, which is a website I was way into from around 2008 to the present. Sonic Colors DS. Gotcha. I don't know when that came out, but you know, it's gotta be in the DS era, so somewhere between, you know, 2005 to 2012. Makes sense. My age is easy. All I need to do is take the year that it is and add 10. So like, you know, it's 2022, add 10, there you go. And subtract 2000. Well, I guess just subtract the literal year. Actually, you don't have to do it in 2 steps. Just take the year and subtract 1990. But, yes. Alright, let's see the next one. Lozo Maker, who just said GG. Very good. So let me switch over to regular lightning round. For those who are just joining, for those who don't know, aren't familiar, during the lightning round, I only have 5 lives to finish the levels, represent by those Mario heads, refreshing at checkpoints, and 7 for subs. Subs get an extra 2 heads, you see. It's quite fun and quite thrilling. And also, if you're here, you get the lightning round, and if you're not here when your level comes up, I still play it, but I do so in sudden death, or I only got 2 tries instead. That's why the last level was only 2 tries, if you were wondering. Alright. My throat's been a little bit sore recently, but I will manage. I'm gonna get a quick drink of water. Queen Goomba, Team God, technical. No CP. Okay. Hello, Goofball. Hey, how you doing? Super Mario Brothers 35 is yours. Yeah, that came up like just a couple of years ago. I tell you. You know, I was saying yesterday that I see this stuff and I feel really old, right? Feel really old. And I remember when I was a kid, you know, when I was a kid in like the aughts, and I saw people who were older than me, and I thought like, oh man, they're in college. That's so cool. Which, you know, in retrospect is funny considering like, okay, we gotta like bust ass here. This one doesn't count because I was talking. When I was in like high school or whatever, right? I saw people that were in college and went, oh shit, college people. Now that I'm a full-grown adult with a job, and college was like 10 years ago, I'm like, Jeez, college, right? That was an impressive thing. That was impressive to me at the time. Is funny in retrospect. Just like, oh yeah, you know, the people older than me were in college at the time. Of course, they're still older than me, but we're all now long past college, and now we just feel old as hell, man. Ooh. That was most of the way through, I feel like. Double digit? I'm seeing 9 on my thing right now, but I believe you. Nice. All right. I don't think it counts if I. I'm not gonna count that one just because I'm restarting to restart the cycles. Just go immediately. No, I missed the thing. How long is this level, by the way? 40 seconds? How long in are we? Maybe around 25? Okay, we're on our last try already, folks. Let's do it. Oh, crap! There we go. That was the last one. Thank you for the level, Lozo. I'll say it, and I'll say it right here and now. Just because we cannot complete a level our first try doesn't necessarily mean that you can't resubmit it, you know, either, whoops, now or another time even. You can resubmit it now, you can resubmit it later, whatever is good. Go ahead and hit the next level, and we'll see who's up next. It is Droopman. Droopman, go ahead and let me see if Droopman has been in here. Droopman, you know how it is. Oh, I see. Droopman just said the double digit thing. Perfect. Lovely. That's good enough. Let me pull up another card. A follow-up on something I should have said yesterday. Happy birthday to a certain game. I've totally blanked on this yesterday. I should have mentioned it during my stream yesterday on Thursdays. I think if you could get it over with. Yeah, totally. I meant to say it yesterday. Happy birthday, happy 5th birthday to Super Mario Odyssey, which is, by the way, like, tied for my favorite game of all time. So, like, pretty auspicious 5-year anniversary. I do think. That game is phenomenal. That game is fantastic, and, you know, I hope that everyone thinks fondly on it and goes like, oh yeah, that's the best Mario game. Personally, I'd say, like, to me, it's right up there. Goofball, it's your birthday tomorrow? Happy birthday, Goofball. I won't be streaming tomorrow, but I wish you all the best anyhow. Alright. Rough Underground. Let's go. 5 tries. Odyssey! That's just one of the best damn games. I love how every time I play it, I can take the worlds in a different order. I can, you know, basically pick and choose what exactly I'm going for, what moons I want to get. And it's always fun to explore and to, like, find my own way through it. Right? Chain chomps. Tough enemies. I like them. You know what? Shit, I should use chain chomps. Those would go really well with, with Yoshi, because Yoshi can kill chain chomps quite easily. And they're also quite difficult enemies to deal with. Do I have to do a shell jump here or something? This seems like... Oh, crap! I was about to say, it seems like high for a shell jump anyway. So it makes sense that that wasn't actually a shell jump thing. Also, this level seems very traditional, so... a shell jump would be unusual as a requirement in a... Oh, that's not an exit pipe. Oh, God. Okay, the coins mean safe. We got 13 seconds. We got 11 seconds, folks. Like 7, perfect, 1 go. Thank you for the level, Droop Man. Let's go ahead and hit. Let's go ahead and complete that bad boy. Go on to the next one. That was quite nice, quite fun, and quite good. I appreciate you using the chain chomps there, giving me ideas. Definitely something I should try out. You gonna get going, Droop Man? It's good to see you. Have a good rest of your evening. And I will say, by the way, I'm not planning on going super late today. Sometimes I like to go late when streamer Dan Reichert isn't doing a stream. And I don't have anything to watch tonight, but I am rather tired. I was rather tired before the stream. So honestly, I would like to just relax and maybe, you know, go to sleep at a normal time or something tonight. That is a thought that I have. That might be a good thing. Maybe watch of some anime, something like that. Hey, just normal. Thank you for the level. James, did you say anything? James? Let me at James. James is up. You are up. Hey, just normal. 41W S6 P 50G. Ooh, stretching out a little bit. My legs, they're not on camera, but trust me, I'm stretching them out. See, James, if you could say hello. If not, we'll do sudden death, as is the way we do things here. It's a brilliant blue blast off. It's a speed run with a super expert, but if we follow the coins, we should be good. James, it would be very good if you were here and we got like a couple more tries than we otherwise would. Let me pull up a card and I'll talk about it. I'm looking forward to High on Life, with the parentheses, it could be good. That's coming out in December. That is the Rick and Morty game where the guns talk at you. And I know that, you know, I feel like when you see the Rick and Morty, you hear the Rick and Morty voice, you go like, oh shit, that's... I don't know about that, but I do think there were other people involved with it. I've heard that, I think like some of the Red Letter Media are doing voices, those folks, and I think those guys are really good. And I've heard other people say like, oh yeah, someone I know who's really good is involved with that. It could be really funny, potentially. It also could be fun. You know, when I was seeing gameplay, I thought, oh, shit, it kind of looks fun. So it's just a shooter where you shoot stuff. Nothing, no problem with that. No, nothing. Sounds good. I'm not seeing James, so let's go ahead and get started in sudden death. Now, James, I will say, if you speak up by the end of the level, I will convert you over to the regular lightning round, 5 lives, and we'll take as many tries as we need. Okay, I can see why this is 1%. Jeez. That was fast. James, if you could, if you are here, now would be a great time to speak up and give me a couple more tries. But, hello, Owen, how you doing? Or Pond. I'm sure you're aware of the things. Hey, Bingo. Hey, just normal. The babies have died, yeah. It happened before we knew it. James, I'm gonna move on, but, you know, like I said before, if you return, you can always resubmit it, and we'll give it another try. And, you know, that'll be as many lives as we have time for. As many lives as are warranted by your presence or not. So, you know, We could we could still do that potentially, but seems hard. Seems hard. Next level is by Snow Snow. Snow Snow does not appear to be in chat. Well, let's just refresh the sudden death then. Snow Snow, if you are here, now would be a great time to speak up. As Snow Snow, you are up. Meantime, I'm going to pull up another card. Y'all see the USA states map thing? This is going around on Twitter. And I pulled it up myself. I think I have it right here. I filled it out with places I've lived and places I've stayed. Stayed, I guess, means like I feel like stayed means that you were residing there, staying with someone. Whereas, like, visited means that you, like, just, like, took a vacation there or something. Which is why I put everything on visited, places that I visited. I will say, Florida and Oklahoma, I lived there when I was, like, 5 and 4. Was, like, 3 or something in Florida and, like, 5 for Oklahoma. So that's been years since I lived in either of those places, though I have been there many a time for, like, either theme park stuff or, One time we took a road trip, when I was a kid, we took a road trip to Pensacola, and that went through Louisiana, I shouldn't say LA, that's confusing, Minnesota, and Alabama, all the way to get to Florida, Pensacola. I have also flown into Pennsylvania, and visited family in New York, and spent time at the Jersey Shore. That's why that upper right corner is done. Never been past the Rockies, though I have flown over them in a plane when I went to Japan, but that don't count. That don't count at all. Snow Snow. Let me take that down. By the way, I will say, let me tell you again about my super world, which is called Mario Country, Waluigi's Triple Threat. It is 32 levels are completed, 6 worlds are completed, and I'm thinking it'll be done in 2023. I'm working now on the 23rd world. It's a traditional super world, DKC inspired, and there'll be some sort of plot with Waluigi. You can play up to what I have done now if you want. It's pretty fucking good. I really like the name a lot. I'm not saying it's Snow Snow, so it's time to give up on Snow Snow and play the level. I say give up. It's time to play the level in sudden death. I don't mind if y'all are giving me the sudden death, because I think it's fun. I'm just saying I like to give people the chance to speak up before I go into sudden death, since I could die like real fucking quick, and then it's just over. that's a little unfortunate, isn't it? Wait, what? How? Okay. Oh, I think I know what we need to do. I think I got an idea. That's the first life. We have 1 life to get through this whole stage now. After messing up the basic idea. I think I'm supposed to ground pound on this and then hit up as soon as I do. Maybe that wasn't it. You can cancel a ground pound by hitting up. So if that's it, it's very tight. Thank you for the level, Snow Snow. I'm not quite sure what we were supposed to do there, but I tried ground pounding and then hitting up. It's just that the timing, I guess I was off. There's no description, so not sure what the intent was. But thank you anyway for getting that level in there. Let's go to the next level. Keep this train rolling. Goofball, you're up. By the way, I will say, speaking of good news, hey, Goofball, fantastic. I have been working on getting the YouTube up to date, uploading all my VODs to YouTube in chronological order, and right now there's only a couple more left. I think three videos, one from last week and 2 from this week, plus this stream, and it'll be all up to date. I'm thinking over the weekend, like Saturday and Sunday, I'll put up the remaining videos, and then, you know, videos will be uploaded after 24 hours, roughly, of the stream. So that's pretty nice. And I no longer have to worry about putting up videos and being like, are people gonna think it's weird when I put up a video about, like, the day 1 Overwatch and it's been like 2 weeks? And I did wonder about that. And, you know, all that fretting is in the past. Now everything I say is super topical. And anyone watching the VOD is like, oh shit, it's still October. If y'all are watching the VOD on YouTube right now, it's still October there. That's because I got it up. If I end up being really not in the mood tomorrow or Sunday, it is of course a day to sleep in Sunday, then I guess you might be seeing this next week, which, sorry, I guess I spoke too soon, but still, all that's coming along, just about to be real time, and then after this we'll see, like, what exactly the turnaround will be with getting those up. Try Have Fun Square Edition. Okay, you got it. 5 tries, let's go. This looks like a might bit hard. We'll see what we can do. World record is 50 seconds. Hello, Lex Anima. Lexa Enema. Is that how you say it? Lexa Enema? Thank you for the level. Okay. There's swamps. Oh god. Okay, shit. This is This seems like it's kind of a troll level. Oh yeah, it's a troll level. All right. Okay. This seems like a troll level. Yeah, it definitely is one. Seems like one. We got what? A couple tries. Ooh, okay. We got 3 tries left. 2 tries left. We'll do our best. Also, we have 100 seconds. So not super long. We want to go in this door. And then this door, right? No! Okay, let's try to puzzle this out. What the fuck are we doing? Oh, that's great. Let's think for a second. What are we doing? Maybe we're supposed to, like, damage boost off the thwomps and, like, ride them up or something. If that's the case, we've already blown it. We've already fucked it up. Since I've already lost the mushroom. Yeah. I think I must have already blown it. Thank you for the level. We died a lot there. That happened fast, such as the lightning round. Get our lives back up. Hidden fire flower? There was a hidden fire flower in there? Let me see more info here. Dollar equals exclamation mark. Look closely at the preview there. It does look like there's an on-off block above the thwomps. I think that we did have to go up there and go through the top. Yeah, I think that's the winning move there. Yes. Thank you. We did have fun. but not for long, unfortunately, such as the lightning round. Alright, let's go to the next one. What time should we start wrapping up, you think? Well, we started the lightning round around 7:30. It's around 8 now. Let's say around 8:30 we'll close the queue. You know what? Let's go a little. Let's say 8:40. We'll say 8:45 the queue will close and we will start wrapping up at that point. And there'll be nothing after Mario Maker tonight. We'll just be going to a raid and I'll send you somewhere fun. Hello, Dodata 2. Thank you for the level. Bingo is up next. Bingo just said good luck. Bingo is here. Fantastic. You can see, by the way, for those who are new, let me tell you how this works on this channel. If you are here when your level comes up, I give it the full time of day, which during the lightning round, means 5 tries refreshing at checkpoints, 7 for subs. If you're not here, I still play the level, but I do so in very nearly but not quite sudden death, wherein I only have 2 tries to do the level, refreshing at checkpoints. So it's a little more tense if you're not here. That's my way of balancing, prioritizing people who are here versus those who are not. Hope you all appreciate that and think it's a bit of fun. I think it's a bit of fun. And I'll say, I don't dislike having to do sudden death. I think it's a fun challenge and certainly can make for a fun bit. Wait, we're doing Link. You gave me a specific code this time, Bingo. You want me to not do the Super World this time? Is this the right level? Did I pick the right level? 3BR. Let me make sure I got the right level just to be sure. Because we were doing the Super World before, right? Yeah, okay. This is the right level. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure we were, because we still have that Super World to do. But I guess it is true that next Wednesday, there will be a very good opportunity for Super Worlds during the Viewer Worlds thing I'm doing as part of my anniversary stream. Again, next Wednesday. Here's the schedule, and you can see there on next Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, from 6 p.m. on to late is the streamiversary. 1 year of Twitch, you see. Mario Maker Viewer Worlds, Sonic Adventure 2, and a sub-goal for Mario Party and Sonic 2 movie watch party. Should be fun. You can also see there's the normal schedule. Mondays, Thursdays, Fridays, though no Thursday this next week because of the anniversary. Though this week we did do Vampire Survivor and Hardship Spacebreaker, and I also checked out Monster Train as well, and a game called Spider Hack yesterday. Wasn't the longest Thursday stream, but I did try out a couple games, and they were pretty fun. Again, the anniversary stream this next Wednesday. Viewer Worlds, which are like viewer levels, but I play as many as I can in 15 minutes, basically. And then Sonic Adventure 2, wherein every 5 lives I'll switch back and forth between dark and light side. And then there'll be a sub-goal for Mario Party and Sonic 2. Alright, let's just get that. Let's just get that said so we know what's coming. And I hope y'all will tune in for that. Hope we get a bunch of worlds, and hope that'll be fun. You got a bunch of the world remaining for Wednesday. Look forward to that, Bowser. I'm not sure, like, how many we will do. I'm thinking like, you know, if you do the math, right? 15 minutes. How did I lose a thing there? Dang it. Take me now. Yeah, if I get hit once, it's over here. That's right. I'm not sure, like, how many of these we'll do during Viewer Worlds. I'll say that if you do the math, like, 12 Viewer Worlds would add up to 30 minutes. Or, sorry, 3 hours, and which is about what I'm thinking of. But maybe towards the end we'll do some sort of lightning round equivalent, where it's basically like 5 lives to do, like, 5 life limit, plus additional levels if we don't use all our 5 lives. It'll be sort of like the 7 life challenge, but with like maybe a shorter time limit and oh crap. Maybe a shorter time limit and only 5 lives instead of 7. Though for subs, you know, still 7. It'll be very similar to the usual lightning round, maybe. And maybe we'll do that towards the end so we can get through a bunch more in the back half of it. Of course, if you want to get the full 15 minutes, be there bright and early and get in the queue first. That's the best bet. Again, 6 p.m. Central Time is when that'll start. Look forward to it. And I'm looking forward to playing through Sonic Adventure 2. Really love that game. Gonna have a fun time, you know, playing through it. Not sure if we'll get through that whole thing during that stream. I honestly think I could do that. The levels in Sonic Adventure are not that long, and I have played them enough where I should be able to get through them. But we'll see. We'll just see how that goes on Wednesday. It's like a giant sword. Okay, I'm gonna have to jump the gap. Perfect. Checkpoint refreshes our lives. Get back up to 5. Oh. What? Huh? I don't know what I was supposed to do there. Let me think about it more critically. Drop a bomb. Oh, maybe, am I supposed to go down there? Yes, I'm definitely supposed to go down there. Oh, I see. Crap. You go around this way and you drop the bomb over here. Yeah, we have to do it without getting hit, that's true. Okay. 3 tries to do it. We know what we're doing. We can also, by the way, kill those guys with bows and arrows. So that's gonna be handy. You can also totally just like didn't jump there. That was pretty close. That we could have done that if we'd just done it one more time. I think we got it down. I think we know what we're doing. We just have to, you know, fucking do it. Ooh. Wait. Wait a minute. Whoa. Okay, trying to cheese it doesn't always work out. I tried to cheese it using arrows, and instead I hit the thing, and I had to do an extra hit. And yeah, okay, it's good to not get hit after getting boom boom because yeah, you need to bust through a wall. Got it. Thank you for the level. Bingo, we got through it. Very nice. Let's do the next one. There are a bunch left, huh? Well, that's great because we're going until at least 8:30, 8:40. Well, that's when the queue will close. Plenty of time to continue getting levels in and continue keeping things going. Let's go ahead and hit complete on that. And we'll see the next level. Next level is from Lord Bowser. Just said GG. Fantastic. Let me pull up another card. Look at this lovely pic. That's not the lovely pic. This is the lovely pic. I took this pic a couple of weeks ago. I actually showed it on stream previously. But thought y'all would like to see it again. Isn't it lovely? I've always said that I think that, I've said a couple times before that I think, like, limestone embankments are underappreciated as far as, like, nice environments go. If y'all are making a game where you have some nice forest stuff, put in some limestone in there. It's a fucking good-looking rock. And I like the way it contrasts against, like, the forest and the water. You know, it's a good look. I could easily see this in, like, a DKC game. You know, like a whole limestone archetype, or just some limestone shelves in an otherwise regular forest level. Be really nice to have, like, for like, contrast and flavor. That makes it a little different from just regular shit. Regular level. Castle of Wendy is what we're doing right now in Bowser's very good super world. Second super world that you've done. Let's go. 3C, Wendy's Castle. I'm gonna kick my leg up. Relax a little bit. Oh yeah. Yep, that's the wrecking ball's alright. Fuck me. Go ahead and go through. Duck down into these to, you know, let them pass. Nice. Let's get through without taking a hit. Wait, if I ground pound, it's not gonna come out because of the semi-solid below it. Alright, that's immune. They're immune to fireballs. Does going through the reset door reset those bricks? Convenient, if so. Oh, maybe they have, they might have, oh, that's a nice little bonus. They must have, vines in them. If you put vines in them, they will respawn when you go through a reset door. That's right, I've seen that before. Good trick to make sure that, you know, a level with, like, destructible terrain gets reset properly if you use a reset door. One more time. Taking a number of hits here. We're still in fine shape. Beautiful. We have defeated Wendy. Gonna drop that into the lava. There we go. Thank you for the level, Lord Bowser. Thought it was quite nice. Hit complete. Actually, it was a maker code, so I don't need to do that. I'm just gonna hit next. And we'll see the next one. Black Gamer 404. Does not appear to be in chat right now. Black Gamer, if you are here, now is the time to confirm. Let me go ahead and you are up. If you're not here, we'll do it in sudden death, as per you know, as per the way we do things here. But if you are here, now's the time to say so. Bowser, you're gonna say we beat a world and now we're on to the next world, aren't you? There you are. Wendy has been defeated and saved from Mario's control. Right. In this super world, the concept is that Bowser is the good guy and Mario is the bad guy. And I think technically, or what, are you playing as like Shadow Mario here? You know, like baby Bowser Jr. Mario, perhaps. Maybe that's how it is in the canon of this super world. Very nice. I'm gonna punch in this code. Let me pull up another thing. Shout out to this frame from Bochi the Rock. Oh, Cheap Cheap Beach. That's right. This was a water level. This was a water world. I kind of forgot about that over the course of the more jungly interior levels. Scorching Tundra is up next. Shout out to this frame from Bochi the Rock. Look at this, guys. Look at this stuff. Nope. Bochi the Rock is very good. This is a scene where like she's just freaking out. She's having trouble, and her face just sort of melts, and it gets really expressive. It's good. Bochi the Rock, definitely like my favorite thing this season, and this picture makes me laugh harder than like I've watched a couple more episodes of Urusei Yatsura, and that show is not making me laugh very hard. I look at this picture, and it's funnier than every fucking joke in Urusei Yatsura put together. That show, by the way, it has huge like production values, Urusei Yatsura, because it's a remake of a 50-year-old show. But goddamn, did they just remake a 50-year-old show? Like it's so weird as far as like, yeah, these jokes, if you told them in the 70s, it would be a pretty good thing. But nowadays, it's like, yeah, this feels like dated as all hell, and not funny to me. Yeah, but Bochi the Rock, it's funny, it looks good, it fucks around with its art a lot of the time to do like weird stuff, like making the characters just go entirely off model to represent them to go like and just you know like eyes really what am I doing? That's sort of what this this expression represents. It's a good show. I'm not seeing Black Gamer. Go ahead and take the Bochi the Rock frame down and play this level from Pedro Rock. We have 2 tries to do it. Looks pretty hard. Fuck, let's give it our best go. Oh, we can't once we leave the ground, it's over. And the world record is not super tight, but somewhat tight. How do you do this? Hang on. This one will not count. This will not count. Okay, let's... It must be... We must have to go up here. That must be it. We're gonna start over, and we're gonna have a nice clean start with a full timer. Yeah, there we go. Nope! Z! Had to do a Z. Not an A. Spin jump. Dang it. That was going quite well, too. Thank you for the level, Black Gamer 404. Seems good. I like the way it's routed. Fortunately, wasn't able to get through it within the confines of sudden death. You know, what are you gonna do? All right, let's see the next one. Next one is from Just Normal. Also does not appear to be in chat. Let me at Just Normal real fast. Just Normal. You are up. Again, Just Normal, if you're here, go ahead and say so. And we'll get your level. I think I do have just like 1 or 2 more cards. You know, it'd be a good game for October, for another spooky yet not so spooky game. Ghost Trick. That would be a good one for, I guess it would be next year at this point. I was thinking about this earlier today. That'd be a fun game to replay, and you know, you are playing as a ghost, so it'd be appropriate for October. Maybe next year we can do that, or maybe I forget. Does Ghost Trick take place during like December, during like the Christmas season? Maybe it would even make sense for like a Christmas style game as well. Ghost Trick, by the way, is a game where you play as a ghost. You basically can move to things that are close by, and also go back in time and stop people from dying by like basically doing like Goldberg type machine type shit in order to prevent their death. It's a really cool adventure game on the Nintendo DS, And it's also available on phones, but that version seems a lot more compromised, that version, unfortunately. It was in the really early days of iPhone games, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if by now it doesn't even run on a modern phone. The DS version is probably your best bet as far as that goes. Alright, well, we played the first 2 levels of the Super World in previous streams. Just normal. So, let's go on and do 1-3 Mushroom Meadows. This has a 10% clear rate, so it should be pretty easy to do. I think Ghost Trick would be a fantastic game to play through, whether it's in December or in another month. You know, it is gonna be 11 months until the next, whether it's in October or another month. Of course, it's gonna be 11 months until the next October, so maybe I'll bring it out at some other point. But that is a good idea for next year. If by next year I'm still, I'll probably still be streaming. If by next year I don't have another idea ready to go for October, I'm assuming that I won't do like Grab by the Ghoulies again. You know, we'll switch it up. We'll do something new, I think. That'll be a good one. That game's great. I love that game. It's in my list of games I love, and for good reason, because it's fantastic. Really well plotted and really fun. There's a dog named Missile who, who also becomes a ghost and, helps you save people from dying or whatever. It's good. Ooh. Yeah. Nice, we were able to one-shot that. Thank you for the level, just normal. We'll go on to the next one now. That was a maker code, so we don't have to hit complete on that. Lex Aminal. Hey, there you are, Anima. Fantastic. I'll call you Lex. That's probably the way to do that. The way to say that. Call you Lex. Alright, Lex, let's go ahead and punch that in. You got the full 5 tries. Fantastic. It's been a while since we had all 5 of our dudes. Let's go ahead and get this rolling. By the way, keep in mind, I say keep in mind. I was gonna say y'all should check out the information below the stream. You know, below the stream on desktop Twitch, or this is troll level. You might be fucked. Yeah. Also, there was totally something in the water there that we probably shouldn't activate. That's a no block. Jump over it. Oh yeah, this is... Ooh, hey. Wait, it's telling us to move to the left? Is that right? What? There was a fish. That's the 3rd try. I'm gonna hit the fish. And I got burned to death. I don't think we should hit the fish. Oh, it's a good thing. The block is a good thing. Alright, we're on our last try here, folks, but... what's the world record here? 2 minutes? It's also marked as Auto Mario. What? That was the last try. Thank you for the level. For some reason... Oh, you have comments turned off. I was wondering, because I did die, so that usually turns on the ability to comment, but you got those turned off, so that's not a thing. Thank you for the level. That was a fun series of deaths, I will say. Punch up the next one. Dodada. Dodada does not appear to me in chat. Let me @Dodada. see if they're here. Dodada. You are up. Dodada, you are up. Go ahead and confirm. And we'll play the level as we do, you know? Let's go ahead and get this all nice and done. Mario is angry in the jungle. Dogata, I'm going to give you a minute while I pull up the last of the cards that I have for tonight. I want to do Persona 5 Royale soon. Been thinking about this a lot recently because it's now on Game Pass. And, you know, I have Persona 5, but I never had Persona 5 Royale. And fuck if I don't want to replay it all over again. I've did the New Game Plus originally in Persona 5, so I have played it twice. And, shit, I want to do it again. Fucking good. You know, we mentioned earlier that Mario Odyssey just turned 5 in that year, and it's one of my favorite games of all time. In its year, Persona 5 was the runner-up for me. Persona 5 was just right up there with Odyssey. You know, not quite as like all time for me, but still like an extraordinary game that I enjoyed just about every minute of. Just about. I'll say there's like 10 or 20 minutes that are bad, where there's some questionable material, but in a 100-hour game, I think you can excuse 10 or 15 minutes of troublesome content. You know, it's like a minimum amount of like with when they make cereal, there's like a maximum allowed amount of rat turds that are allowed to get into the thing. And that's exactly what the content in Persona 5 is, right? It's like, it's bad, it's terrible, but it's like, it's only 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes of a 100-hour game, so you can look past it. And I do look past it. I would really like to do that. I want to do it on stream. Maybe as like upcoming streams come and go, Persona 5 will be the next thing we start. I would really enjoy that. A lot of plans for the future. I hope y'all will come by and watch some of them. Again, I will say next week there's a special schedule because Wednesday I'm doing the Streamiversary stream, a big stream to mark 1 year of Twitch streaming, in which I do Viewer World, Sonic Adventure 2, and then there'll be a sub goal for Mario Party and a Sonic 2 movie sub goal, watch party sub goal. And they'll be both things at once. 8:30. You're right, it is 8:30. I did say 8:40 for closing the queue, by the way. So we're gonna be true to that. So another 10 minutes left to get your level in. Let's play this one. We'll do it in sudden death because I don't see Dodota. Let's get it rolling. Let's keep moving. And yeah, we'll close the queue at 8:40. It's gonna be a hard one to do, isn't it? Yep, that was the wrong way. Okay, we gotta land on the thing the correct way and then follow the indicators. What's the world record, by the way? 1:16? Well, I hope there's a checkpoint. Checkpoint would refresh our tries. Dang it! That was fast. Thank you for the level. I think we could have done it if we had more tries, but unfortunately, with you not being here, we can only give you 2. You know how it is. It's just how it is. Let's see who's next. I wonder if it's Goofball. It might be Goofball. It is Goofball. Look at that. And Goofball is here. Fantastic. Goofball, you're going to get a chance to get another level in before the queue closes. How do you like that? You probably should have one ready for that. And that'll be nice and good. Sig. Refresh our tries. Help me is next level. You got it. Help me. You want me to do help me, GGR? Please keep this uncleared for GGR. How many people have cleared it? 3 people. Let me see. Is DGR one of the ones that has cleared it? I don't know who DGR is. Is DGR probably another streamer? Promanik and Jian Pan. I don't see a DGR here. Maybe he hasn't, you haven't gotten around to getting to them. Or maybe that's like a team or something, or some sort of other affiliation. It's a YouTube and Twitch TV streamer. Gotcha. Alright, let's do it. YouTube and Twitch? Usually you have to be one or the other. You know, Twitch doesn't let you stream to both of them at one time. Unless you're not a affiliate.
Oh,
What?
no.
Okay. I'm not sure how I messed that up. This seems deceptively easy. Wait a minute. Well,
Oh, no.
I think I have some idea what might be the hard part here. We're gonna have to come back the other way using the Goombas we don't use, aren't we? Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. There's nothing over here. So why would we need to return? Unless it's like a 2-trip thing and it's gonna drop us off at the start again. Whatever, we just have to get good. Just have to.
Oh,
Dang it.
no.
I need to hit up to get into that pipe. That was pretty good, though. That was pretty good, though.
Oh,
Crap.
no.
Say goodbye to Teach's typing, Mario. We're on our last life, folks. Let's do it.
Oh, no.
Well, we have clipped it unclear. Thank you for the level. We have made good on our condition. We nearly got to the halfway point, I think. There's not like a checkpoint, is there? I wonder what the subworld is like. I would guess more of this. Just more of this, and I feel like I could have done more of this. Just would take, like, a couple of more tries. Thank you for the level. Of course, you know, you can always, whoops, resubmit. We can always give such levels another go. And I see you have put in your, is that your maker code? Put in your maker code again. Yes, that is your maker code, so we'll have another level from you after this. Bingo! Bingo, you are up. Bingo, I know you're good for it, so let me go ahead and start punching this in. 9, F3, 6, Y6, L0, H. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Let me at bingo real fast. You are up. Bingo, could you go ahead and confirm? Game 2, Link Pack 3, C. I'm gonna, we'll put it in sudden death for now. Let's see, what's the difficulty? It's like 8%. We might not even need all our tries here. We'll see, though. Bingo, if you are here, that'd be a great time to say so. I don't have any more cards left, so I can't vamp with them. But I will say, again, new emotes coming soon. Definitely thinking about replacing, I think, Diddy Kong and maybe one of the animated emotes. Probably Toad. I think maybe Toad's time has come. But maybe I'll put a non-animated Toad into like into one of the other slots that I have, either in like tier 2, tier 3, whatever. That would be fine. A lot of thinking about it. I need to figure out like what would be a good animated emote that would represent something I don't already have covered and would be a very useful thing for people to use. That's important to me. Like, it's not just that emotes have to be nice. They have to be like, there should be like a use case for them, or else like what's the point? I'll also say, while giving Bingo another second to say, coming up soon in November will be the randomizer roulette. Basically, I'll have 4 randomizers and I'll switch between them randomly using what is called the BizHawk Shuffler. It'll randomly switch between them automatically every 5 to 10 minutes. And over the course of a 12-hour stream, I'm gonna try to good luck, have fun. That was not a bad idea, yeah. Over the course of the thing, I will over the course of 12 hours, I'll try to finish each of these randomizers. Paper Mario with 3-star spirits, DK64, 40 golden bananas, Metroid Fusion, Minish Cap, where I only need to get 2 elements. I think I have a pretty good chance of finishing all 4 of them, at which point we'll have to figure out something else for like the remaining time, but I'm thinking we can do it. Look forward to that, and also, if I get every $25, I'll eat a nasty or nice bean, and that is like a thing that you can do as a streamer. That'll be a donation incentive, and there'll also be a bigger incentive for what I call Metal Gear Screwjob, which will be it'll be like, I've never played Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, or 3. Never played those games. Yes, I see Bingo's back. Fantastic. So, I want to play through those games, but I want to do it in a goofy way. So basically, at the start of every Metal Gear Screwjob stream, I'm going to spin a wheel, and whatever it lands on, that's the game we're playing. So basically, it'll be the first 3 Metal Gear Solids in random order. Should be a goofy thing, and I'm hoping that we will meet that goal during the whatever goal that is for donations during the Extra Life in November. Look forward to that. And yes, Bingo is here. Let's go ahead and get your lives up. Let's go ahead and do this shit. Also, I see that it is 8:40. After this last level, we will close the queue. Though I will give everyone a chance to get in one more level. I will vamp for a bit. I will talk. I will stall for time as I do, and give y'all one last minute to get all that in there. It almost plays like a speed run, but you know, there's not a tight timer, so there's kind of no rush here. This next level is a speedy type of level. Right, you can play it really speedy, I see. That guy does take a bit to... Fuck. You probably have to restart now, right? Maybe. Let's see if we can get into that door. Well, we can get into the door. Maybe we're good. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Okay, we're fucked. Yeah, I gotta jump off this cliff. That's the first life. Don't get hit. That's what we learned. Nor should we talk shit. Don't talk shit, don't get hit. That's all there is to it here. Kinda looks like there's a hidden area back there. Also a no damage level. What happens if you go back? Oh, okay, you can get like an extra thing if you go back. We're good on that though. We'll just continue on forward. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Eh? That's fun. Okay. Whoa. Oh my god. It's survival. Oh my god, that's smart. I love that bit. That's a good bit. That's a good get, bingo. Wow. Oh, and checkpoint refreshes our lives. This almost feels like it has like a, you can go one way or the other way. So like a multiple choices type thing. That's cool. That's really neat. Fuck. Okay. Why don't we try doing the red way now? We'll try going the red way. Is one harder or easier, would you say? Is it like a hard path or just like two paths that are like equally viable? Was made a few days. This stage was made a few days after the Super World update. Damn, real old one then. Fuck. Oh god. Oh, I'm dead. Unless there's a hidden block. There's not. One is easier earlier, and one is harder earlier. Gotcha, so... It's not really a matter of, like, harder or less hard, just, like, one of them is, like, harder up front. They both eventually get to the same place as far as difficulty goes. It's neat. I think it's neat what you've done here, creating 2 levels out of 1 space. And you've done it very economically because you're using the on-off blocks to do it, rather than having them be in their separate areas, basically. That is very smart. That's neat as hell. And it's just interesting to see, like, yeah, you know, you can see where the paths dissect. Dissect? Where they go in different directions. Because you can see one from the other. The mole going like, oh no, in low gravity is kind of funny. I'm assuming I didn't need to go through that door. Like, look at this. Look at that. That guy. He's just like, he's doing it for so long. It's kind of goofy. Door is a shortcut. Got it. I guess that's where it lets out over there. Yeah. There we go. I feel like we need to hit a P block, a P switch, and then return to there. Sure enough, this is where the screen stops scrolling, so we can now go out the way. Hey, just normal. No problem. I think we played your level. We did so in sudden death, so we weren't able to make that much progress. But, if you want to resubmit it and give it another shot, I can absolutely do so. The queue is about to close, so now is the time. You came in just in time to get your level back in queue. Thank you for the level, bingo. You can replay it for the red route if you want. I feel like, yeah, we could. You know what? I'll say I'll put it... I'm just going to put next, so if you want to resubmit and I'll play the other routes, we can do that if you so please. But, you know, up to you, basically. And make sure when we replay it to remind me which route I need to go down, just so I can remember red. Anyway, y'all, it is now, the next level is by Goofball, and I will say, we're about to close the queue. If you want to get your levels in, get them in now. Now is the time to do so. Just normal. I see you're back, and that's fantastic. You want to get your level back in? Go ahead and do so, and we'll give it our best try when you come up. Anyone else wants to get in their levels in right now? Go ahead. I'm gonna vamp for a second. Tell you what. Why don't I play through the work in progress level? I'll play through my work in progress level, and then I'll talk to the schedule of the next week, because like I said a couple times, big stream next Wednesday. This is Koopaverse 3, Meteor Meltdown. It is a level wherein you are dealing with, Magic Koopas, Pokies, and, the hanging claws and blue platforms. Want to do a level that's heavy on blue platforms, want to do a level that uses the hanging claws primarily for enemies, and, that's sort of what I've gotten here in the first half of the level. Whoops. Jump over here, can go over to this. And there we go. Very nice. That level's coming up quite nice. Looking forward to finishing it. Don't know when that'll be. I'm just happy to make progress when I can, when the mood strikes me, and when the ideas just seem to coalesce. Definitely a lot of experimentation to do in like fleshing it up. Anyway, are you gonna get in level just normal? Now is the time. Now is the time to do so. Anyway, let me say again, I will see y'all again on Monday. I'm gonna be back on Monday to finish off Grab by the Ghoulies. And that'll be first, by the way. We'll finish off Grab by the Ghoulies, and then after we'll go into the viewer levels after that. That'll be on Halloween, so maybe I'll have something prepared for then that's kind of Halloween-y. But hey, we'll be playing a spooky game. We'll be finishing it off. We'll see how long that takes. Just gotta beat the main boss and then do the last part of the game, which is kind of a which is a pretty fast-paced part of the game. So I'm thinking it shouldn't be that long, unless it takes me like multiple tries, I guess. In which case, I guess it could go long. After that, next Wednesday, from 6 p.m. Central to late, Streamiversary, Viewer Worlds, Sonic Adventure 2, and then a Mario Party Sonic 2 movie watch party sub-goal that'll be not too hard to hit, I think. Look forward to that. Hopefully, it'll be a really fun night full of good stuff. Again, Wednesday. Also, in the near future, like I said earlier, randomizer roulette, that'll be for Extra Life, and I'll have donation incentives set up for that, as well as the 4 randomizers. I played a fair bit of each of those 4 randomizers in the past. I've probably played the most of Paper Mario. Then in the last month, I've been getting to terms with Metroid Fusion and Minish Cap, and I think I got them down pat at this point, honestly. I think I could do them fast and do them really good. Metroid Fusion should take a couple hours, Minish Cap should take a couple hours, and DK64 also a couple hours. Honestly, we could be looking at a couple hours of wiggle room to go at the end of the 12-hour stream, at which point I don't know what we'll do, but we'll do something. Maybe I'll go back into the Paper Mario save and try to get more Star Spirits or something. That'd be a perfectly fine thing to do as if we have extra time. That'd be perfectly fine. We'll see though, we'll see. Anyway, those are the plans for upcoming streams. I want to thank y'all for coming by, for giving me your levels. And it is time now to close the queue. Close the queue. If anyone has any last levels, now was the time. I'm going to hit this hotkey, which changes the UI to say, good. Never going to give you up getting one in there. Fantastic. Thank you. Oh, never going to give you up is redeeming a 3x3. Well, this will give y'all an extra minute or so to get in your codes. I'm going to go over to the couch, or I'm at the couch. I'm going to go over to the desk, and we're going to do that. Again, last call for levels. Get them in now. Let me go ahead and clear the thing. You see here, before the stream, I sketched out some ideas for the next part of the level. Basically being that I was thinking about putting the mushroom in a block and putting the mushroom on a parachute, so that it was kind of hard to deal with, and you had to so they'll have to contend with like these wigglers with wings. Basically, they're like jumping around and making the mushroom a little dangerous to get. I think that could be fun. Anyway, let me solve that cube. Also, I gotta move the camera so that I'm on screen while I'm solving. Alright, that is... There we go. Mix that up for y'all. Again, last call for levels. You want to get in your level right now? Right now is the time. Right now is the time. Please go ahead and get them in there. The queue will close as soon as I solve this cube. Okay, ready to go? Okay. So first thing you do is you form the white cross. So let's see. This is upside down, so do like this. White cross is done. Now I gotta put in the white corners where they go. This one goes here. This one goes here. This one is rotated wrong. And last one goes into there. Next we do the middle layer. Let's go ahead and do that. There's just one algorithm you use for that. It's pretty simple. So I've, memorized it long ago. I'll tell you, this algorithm in particular, when I got back into Cuban after like 20 years of not doing it, this was the first one that came back like muscle memory, like, oh yeah, I remember doing this a million times. The rest of them took me a bit to really get down pat, but this one just came all natural style. Anyway, we're on to the yellow cross. Alright, we have to now do this shit. Let me see. I'm doing basically the bottom centers. You can see now that all these pieces are where they need to go. And you see this corner is already where it needs to go, so that's fantastic. Now we do the final algorithms to put the corners into their correct spots. They are now in their correct spots, so they just need to be rotated. Do like this. Do so. And done. There you go. The cube is completed. It's very nice. That light is a little bright, isn't it? Sorry about that. It's hard to light the cube properly and have it be readable by the couch cam or by the document cam. Thank you for the redemption. I will now be closing the queue. Let me move this back over. Again, last call. As soon as I get back over to the couch, I'm going to close it up. So, get him in. I'm going to walk over there. I'm going to take a sip of water, and then the queue is going to close nice and good. All right. That was a sip of water. Now it's time to close the queue. The queue is now closed. Go ahead and close the queue in the heads-up display. You can see down there the queue is closed. It's on screen, so I don't need to I used to update the title of the stream to say that the queue is closed. Now I just change the thing on screen, and I think that's a little neater, a little tidier. Goofball has said a bunch of stuff while I was vamping for time, so Goofball is here. Fantastic. Happy to have you, Goofball. Have you been here before, Goofball? I think you're relatively... I haven't seen you that often. Maybe a couple times. Maybe relatively new. I appreciate seeing new people here now and again. A lot of folks have been hanging around for months, but I appreciate the folks that are coming by for the first couple times. Spikes of Hell. 1-1. It is not clear. No. It is precision and speedrun mixed together in 5%. You know what? 5% clear rate is pretty high for a level of this sort. So, oh shit, my bad. I see what you mean. Yeah, let me get that down. I forgot to take down the document cam. All right. Well, crap. I see.
Oh no!
I see what you mean by a mix of precision and speedrun. What's the world record? It's 3 minutes and 15.
Oh no!
I'm not that good at swimming, I guess. Yep, we're good. Don't. I nearly just swam right into the guys above my head.
Oh no!
Thought I was good there. Okay. 2 tries. We got this, folks. We just have to get past this first.
Oh no!
We just have to get past this first corner, and then all the other ones. Look at that, we're making progress. Ooh, that was close. Oh, and we're on last try, by the way. I don't think I said so, but we're totally on last try right now. Let's do our fucking best. We're making some real fucking progress for the first fucking time. So that is nice. It is very nice. Gotcha!
Oh no!
I pressed the button a few too many times. That's what happens when you do that. Thank you for the level. We could have done that. We could have done that. We just had to continue being consistent for another like 3 minutes. Damn. DGR. Hashtag DGR. Oh yeah, that's one hell of a level. Look at that. Just up and down, up and down, up and down repeatedly. Damn. Good tries, yeah. Good tries. Alright, let's see the next one. Next one is by Bingo, who just said, good tries, so perfect. Refresh our tries. Let's go. GG. See you later, goofball. See ya on Monday. Monday is the next Mario Maker stream after some ghoulies. After I finish Grab by the Ghoulies, which, you know, we'll see how long that takes. And then Wednesday will be a big stream, big Mario Maker Sonic Adventure 2 anniversary stream, you know, and celebrating a year Twitch. Would love to have you there for that. I guess with your levels, we'll give them 15 minutes. And that'll be, I guess we'll probably give one of your levels 15 minutes. We'll see if we can get through multiple. I fucking hope we could. That'd be cool. Link Game 2, Link Pack 3. Wait, we already... Oh yeah, we're going for the red path now. That's right. That's right. I tell you, I don't have good memory sometimes. I've already forgotten the whole conceit of why I didn't hit clear. You gotta do the red path. Let's do it. Whoop. Don't just jump off the cliff. And again, we have 5 tries to do it. Let's do it, but do it good. Let's do it and do it good. Let's do both. Do it and also do it good. Alright. This part is still really neat. Neat little challenge here. And it's pretty quickly, you realize pretty quickly what you're supposed to do. Just go back and forth repeatedly. Left, right, left, right. It is very nice. We're doing the red path this time. So we're going through the red pass. You usually reuse this part for a boss fight. How do you mean? You mean like a lot of your boss fights use that as like a template where you have to like stall for a bit, and how exactly you stall depends on the level. Shit. I fell into the same hole I did last time. Well, this will just take a second. There we go. That's the first try. Used it for one boss. I can't forget the sword. Here it's actually, you don't have to jump there. You can just totally walk off the edge and run off the edge and you'll land where you need to go. Okay, we're paying attention here. We're remembering that we do have to do a thing. You need to go left here. Perfect. Beautiful. Lovely. It's interesting in this theme that the bombs have low gravity, like enemies do, even though Link himself does not. It's interesting. I find that to be a curiosity. Those guys are still funny when they go like, ah! Can you sword the wrenches? Like, if you were to hit the wrenches with the sword, would they be, like, bonked away? Batted away, I guess? Okay. See if we need to buy any time here. The red version also has a shortcut, hidden exits. Gotcha. So there is a shortcut if we want to, like, get some time save. Would it be over here? No, that wouldn't make sense, would it? There's nothing over there. But if you wanted to hide, like, an invisible block with a key, that would be a good place to do it. Oh, hang on. This is what you mean, didn't you? The pipe. Let's see a little farther. Let's actually get to the end of this segment. Oh, that's... Oh, okay, that's not a exit pipe. Yeah, this part... I think you said that one side was harder earlier and the other side was harder later. This part is definitely easier later, so I guess red must have been the easier side at first. Or no, the harder side at first, but eventually the easier side overall. Though there are some jumps here that are a little tricky because, you know, because you can die real easy if you're not careful, if you do it too soon. One, two, three. There we go. Oh. Nice little dry bones bit there. Yeah, that's nice. Thank you for the level. Let's go ahead and get on to the, I believe, the last one of the night. Go ahead and hit complete. Last level here comes from Never Gonna Give You Up. Never Gonna Give You Up. Go ahead and say anything at all, and you know, we'll give you the full, all the tries that are good. Game 2 has multiple levels with alternate routes. Gotcha. That's a neat thing to do. You know, the first time I played Mario Maker 2, one of my first ideas was, okay, I want to do, like, you know, in Bowser's, in Bowser, the Bowser level in Super Mario World, where there's like 4 different paths. I wanted to do that, but then I realized, like, wait a minute, that would require, like, cutting up the level into, like, 4 chunks and using up so much real estate that each of the areas could only be very, very short. So it kind of doesn't make sense if you think about it. The only way it would make sense, I think, would be if it was like a boss thing, or like smaller rooms that were almost like mini challenges, at which point, instead of doing like the Bowser thing where you only have to do one of them, instead you should just do like red coins and have it so that the player has to do everything. That's the more Mario Maker thing to do, the more Mario Maker solution. Whereas like alternate paths are cool though. And you know what, Bingo, you could totally do like this, but with this level, but with a repeating checkpoint, and have it be like, oh, you get through the red path, you get the red coin. You go through the blue path, you get the other red coin. I guess they're both red coins. Let me at Never Gonna Give You Up just to... You are up. You could totally do something like that. In fact, I should probably think about that for my next level. That'd be cool. Or not next level, for an upcoming level. That'd be a cool thing to do as like a like last world twist of like, oh, you have to do this section twice. Once for one red coin, once for another red coin. Both are required to proceed. I guess actually you don't necessarily need a repeating checkpoint. I'm not seeing Never Gonna Give You Up. How much should we stall? Tell you what. Nah, I play off the stalling. I've shown off the plans, and I'm about to, we're about to end here, so let's go ahead and get going. Never Gonna Give You Up. Thank you for the Rubik's Cube redemption earlier on. If you are here, go ahead and say so, and I will promote you to the full thing. In the meantime, we'll start off with sudden death. Go ahead and say so. Why not play a random level from Endless until you die once or beat it? I'll tell you, I've never had that much success with like Endless levels. I've always found them to be kind of boring, honestly. I don't know, maybe if I gave them another try, maybe they're better now. Maybe like the average level is better just for like the game being out for so long and the average person who's still making levels hopefully being really good at it. But I have just never enjoyed that very much. I like what you've done here with the blue. Oh, that's cool. Oh my god. Using the spike ball to like automatically extend the blocks. That's rad. That's rad. Never Gonna Give You Up. If you are here, by the way, we'll upgrade you to the thing, but I'm thinking like we got this covered. That is rad. It's kind of similar to, in my Super World, I did like a, my Super World, Automation Station was a level where you jumped on a bomb. Where you jumped on a bomb. I thought I was dead there, but I'm good. Automation Station was a level where you jumped on a bomb, and that would drop into the lava and extend a extendo. In fact, tell you what, I'll play that. I'll play that level. Hey, Never Gonna Give You Up. I just finished your level. Yeah, but we didn't need any of the extra life, so I'll say it was a very well put together level, and I thought that the way that the spike balls hit the extendos, the exclamation blocks, was extremely cool. I liked how it was just like automatic. Why isn't the water flowing? I guess the canon is like you're going into the pipes and finding out, oh, it's clogged. It's clogged with all sorts of stuff. I'm gonna show. Thank y'all for the levels. Let me show off one of my own before we end here tonight. I'm gonna show off Automation Station, which has 113 likes, a lot of plays. I'm gonna go ahead and completed. I'm gonna play one of these, and then I will send y'all on your way to. Your levels are really cool. You've tried about 5 of them. Thank you. I'm really proud of mine as well. Both the ones from the Super World and the ones from before that, they're all really good. So you see in this level, the basic conceit is that you can, once you step on a bomb, a platform forms, and it's all over lava, so it'll all be gone in like a second. And sometimes multiple things extend at once, which make for some very interesting patterns that you have to deal with. You see there, 2 are extending at once, so that You have to get through it. Dang it. In the second half, there are also these portions where you just have to jump off a bunch of bombs that are just stuck back to back, ass to ass. And I think those parts are really nice as well. Jump past these guys. Jump over these. I added those guys over there because if like you happen to not go forward immediately, it was hard to get over those fuzzy beetles. I found in like watching other people play the stage. So I added the clouds to make it a little more possible if you're not always automatically jumping forward and going onto the extending blocks. These little tweaks are something that sometimes you only notice once you see other people play it and realize like, oh, not everyone plays it as I do. I have to account for that. You're gonna let me choose what World 4 will be. Sheo Island, a Asiatic theme, or Haunted Woods. Let's see, what was World 3 again? That was... World 3 was like, let me go into light courses. It was like woods or something, right? Yeah, it was like beach. It was like a beach world. You just did this world ended up being a little bit is like sort of a tropical type world. I think that I think Haunted Woods. I'm gonna say Haunted Woods for that. Hey bro, do you do hard levels? I can try them. I will say, well, Waki, I was about to end, but I like to give new viewers an opportunity to get a level in. So if you go ahead and we'll play one more here tonight. If Wallet Kid wants to get in one, I'm gonna open the queue. I can try, Wallet Kid. I'll say I'm not good at the shell jump business, but I'll do my best. And for like the other stuff, I can manage. You know, I can manage like a thing. All right, one more. You'd like that? All right, let's do it. This is, by the way, this is the lightning round. I only have 5 tries to beat the levels that are coming to me right now. Refreshing at checkpoints. Let's do our best. It's not shell jumps. Okay, cool. It's probably just like Light Kaizo. Probably like Kaizo then. I can manage that. It might be close with the you know, the lightning round rules and all, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Okay, oh wow, it's hard, isn't it? 0.20. We'll do our best, folks. Let's go. 5 lives. Koopas and spikes and everything nice. And this is from Wallakid. This is your level. Nice. Oh god. Fuck. It's precise as hell. Hello, row 4. I was just telling Wallakid he could get a level in. If you want to get a level in as well as a new viewer, I'll absolutely let you do that. Let me know if you're interested in that, and I'll open the queue for you, Rowan. I gotcha. I like to let new viewers get in one. Even if we're closed for business. Go ahead and get it in. Some people really like this one, says Wallakid. Yeah, it's looks nice. It looks nice. Thank you for the follow, Wallakid. You can go ahead and resubmit the level, by the way, now, Rowan. The queue is now open for you, though I will close it right after you get it in, and everyone else be good. Everyone else be good. This is just for the new viewers. You know how it is. I'm gonna... Okay, let's do another try here. Let's turn it over. Okay, good. Hey, It's close queue. Fantastic. When you start the level, go right away. Okay. So that's the best timing here. I'm starting over. Fuck. Okay. We're ready to go. We're ready to go. Oh! We got through 2 of them. That is, a new best. That's like 5 seconds worth. This level is like 30 seconds long. That wasn't 5 seconds worth. It's like 2 seconds worth. Oh! 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 Boom! that was pretty far. We got 1 try left, folks. Let's make it count. Oh, those are good tries anyway. Thank you for the level. I will say, for those who are new here, just because I mess up and don't complete a level here doesn't mean you can't submit it another time. And of course, you know, if you get in early during a stream, you know, outside of the lightning round, I'll have 15 whole minutes to do it, and that'll be a good deal easier for some of these hard levels to manage. You just have to get in towards the front of the viewer level stream, basically. Alright, last level of the night, looks like. I should imagine. Unless there is more new viewers that appear. Is Rowan. Rowan just submitted this not like a minute ago, so is here. By the way, let me say for like record, do any level, it's all good. Cool, cool. For the record, I'll tell you how it works here. Whether it is during the lightning round or not, if you are here, I give your level the full time of day, which is to say, outside of the lightning round, 15 minutes plus 5 last tries. Inside the lightning round, 5 tries refreshing at checkpoints, 7 for subs. If you're not here, I still play the level, but I do so in very nearly sudden death, which basically means that I only have 2 tries to beat the level, refreshing at checkpoints. So if you're not here, that's how it works. We are all here tonight, so we don't have to worry about that right now. I'm gonna do the first level of your super world. Sounds good to me. Sound good to y'all? Alright, let's do it. Koopa Kingdom. And we have 69 lives. Nice. Really, we have 5. Oh, crap. Was that a throw up or a throw to the side, I wonder? Fuck. Okay. That counts. That counts. I gotta count that. No, that must mean drop. That must mean drop. Shit. Okay. We got it this time, though. Oh, fuck. I thought we had it. Dang it. Your super world starts hard. There we go. We got it. What? Oh, crap. There's a spring up there. Dang it. That was the last try. Thank y'all for the levels. Again, I'll say, just because I didn't do it tonight doesn't mean I can't do it another night. Of course, streams always start out outside the lightning round. Folks, let me go ahead and hit next and clear the thing. Folks, thank you for coming by, for giving me your levels. Let me see who's online, who I can send y'all to. Let's see. Team Kayla is doing a thing. Key Squared is doing Luigi's Mansion. Let's do. I'm gonna send you over to Key Squared. I haven't rated Key Squared in a minute. I know that he also had his anniversary stream celebrating such and such a whole year of streaming, and I'm having one as well. Let me say again. Let me show you the schedule. I'll be back next Monday at 8 p.m. Central. Gonna start off by finishing off Grab by the Ghoulies, and then after that will be Mario Maker 2 viewer levels. Then on next Wednesday will be a big Streamiversary stream celebrating a 1 year of Twitch. I'm gonna start off with viewer worlds, which are like viewer levels, but I'll do as many as I can in 15 minutes for each viewer, basically. And then after that, I'll do Sonic Adventure 2 with a 5 life gimmick, similar to the lightning round. And then after that will be a sub goal for a Sonic 2 watch party. Plus, I'll play some Mario Party while I'm watching, and maybe people can join in on that. I'm not quite sure how that'll go, but we'll see. Anyway, I will see y'all on Monday and Wednesday. Big stream. I'd love it if y'all were to come by. Let me go ahead and put in the raid. Thank y'all for coming by, for giving me your levels, for following, for people who have done raids on previous nights, for people who have subbed previously. I appreciate it all. And I will see y'all on Monday. And then again on Wednesday. Wednesday again. Cannot emphasize enough. Wednesday is going to be great. See you then. Bye, folks. Let me grab my mouse. I need to have my mouse to send you away. Monday, Wednesday, next week should be good. Should be some good stuff. Look forward to it. Bye, folks.